So, hello. Assalamu alaikum. Umar here from the Muslim Entrepreneur Book. And I'm just calling in from Dakar, Senegal, as I'm in vacation with my wife here. And today, I'm just so excited to be introducing someone that having a great impact on many Muslims uh, and fitness-wise and motivation-wise, etc. So, Sister Mubarak Ibrahim.
Yes. Assalamu
Yes.
alaikum.
Tell me a little bit. Where are you calling from, and what's your background?
So I live in the United States. I live in Connecticut, which is, most people don't know where Connecticut is. It's a little small state that's I live about 45 minutes from New York. I live in New Haven, Connecticut. Most people know New Haven because it's also the town where Yale University is. So that has been my residence for the last 25 years. For my background is very varied as far as health and wellness goals. I have been in the health and fitness field for the last 20 years, a little bit more. And I've been a certified personal trainer for the last 15 years. I hold about 15 different certifications, everything from nutrition certifications to yoga, strength training, advanced personal training, Pilates, so various fitness. In addition to that, I went to college for exercise science and wellness, which is a subcategory under public health. And so that's the background that I come from as far as health and fitness goes.
Wow, mashallah, it's very impressive. I mean, to be in so many different fields and to have an impact here. How did you get into that? Just a question here.
So how did I get into it? It was actually a personal experience. I tell people I have a fat story. So lots of people have fat stories, and most people don't think that personal trainers have fat stories, but I actually have a fat story. So I have 4 children. And when I was pregnant with my first son, when I was about 6 months pregnant, my pelvic bone collapsed. So it's a condition called pelvic synthesis. It's when the pelvic bone itself separates, and it separates too early. And so what happens when a woman's pelvic bone separates is you literally lose the ability to walk. So I was basically paralyzed from the waist down, and I was in a wheelchair for 3 months. So the last trimester of my pregnancy, I literally could not walk. So it wasn't necessarily painful, but it's a condition where your body pretty much numbs you from waist down, which actually happens naturally when a woman gives birth, but it's not supposed to happen until you're actually giving birth. And so when there's a disconnect in the signals in your body, there's no cause for it. They don't know why it happens. It actually happens, they say, to about 10% of women about 3 days before, but mine was a very unique situation because it actually happened 3 months before I gave birth. So during that time, I went from being a very active person to literally not being able to walk. So what that means is I could physically stand myself up, but when my brain told my legs to pick up and move, nothing happened. Like I literally could not put one foot in front of the other. And so I gained a lot of weight. When I got pregnant, I was 115 pounds. When I gave birth, I was 198 pounds. And I like to say that all of that was the baby, but it really wasn't. I was 186 pounds. And so I was really miserable, and I wasn't used to being that size. I didn't want to stay that size. And so I went on a mission of looking for health and wellness for myself to get back to the me that I was, which was very active and energy, and I just felt drained and I wasn't happy with myself. And so
in your childhood, you used to exercise a lot, or?
Before I got pregnant, yes, I used to exercise. So I probably started exercising for the purpose of fitness when I was about 13. I would get up, and after I made Fajr, I would go running, and I would come home and get dressed for school and go to school. I've always been really active since I was about 13. And so that actually that experience for me started my journey into health and wellness, and how exercise and the way that you eat can change not just your body, but the way that you feel. And so I actually changed my major. When I initially went to college after high school, I majored in English and minored in psychology. But then after that experience, I switched my major to exercise science. And that actually started my journey into health and fitness.
Okay, very powerful story. It's just listening to you, I already feel motivated. I mean, wow, what a story. So you felt really bad for gaining so much weight, and you had to do something about it, and you took action.
Absolutely.